Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andriyani Nur H with the last NBM 20 and 41. So, the today's motion debate is about this house belief that the project-based learning must be removed. So, the government side will present about the argument first. Okay, thank you for the time. I'm from the government side, and the argument is start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm agree with this motion today about this house belief that project-based learning should be removed. As we know, most project-based learning is done with a group because the purpose of assessing this learning is teamwork, not superwork. Many regret if project-based learning becomes the biggest source of the value for a learning. Meanwhile, according to Sunita and friends in the Undiksa journal, they explain about the weakness of the project-based learning model. There are: the first one is requires teachers who are skilled and willing to learn, and for second one is requires facilities, equipment, and adequate materials. And for number 3 is difficulty involving all students in group work. Status quo: 700,093 and 780 teachers are aged 50 until 59, or 27.31% of the total teacher in Indonesia. Then 600,091 and 531 teachers are aged 40 until 49, or 23.73%. The Ministry of Education and Culture noted that there are 500,014 and 230 and 33 teachers aged 20 until 29 years. Indonesia also has 3,088 young teachers who are under 1 year old. On the other hand, there are still teachers of retirement age who are still serving. There are 47,201 teachers aged 60 until 65 and 4,190 teachers aged over 65. In this case, point 1 has become an obstacle to the creation of the maximum project-based learning because the majority of education in Indonesia are old, which is make it possible to be less optimal in the teaching. About 40% of the world population, human has introvert personality. This is one of the obstacles in creating project-based learning in the group because many individuals think that working alone is better than working together. This actually makes us stressed and not optimal in doing assessment. On average, project-based learning in the form of the tasks that are a little difficult because of the high presence of the value. But there are some schools or universities still give daily assessment that make the impression that we have a very assessment. This suggestion triggers stress and cannot be optimal in learning. Therefore, I still agree with today's motion. This house believes that project-based learning must be removed. That's all for me. Thank you. I'm from opposition side. Will explain about my argument, and my argument start in 3, 2, 1. So I do not agree with today's debate motion that the House believes that project-based learning must be removed. The aim of the project-based learning is to create creative and innovative student thinking. By forming small groups, we can learn to express our own idea and learn to solve problems together. Andriyani Nur H explained that the project-based learning model has advantages in its implementation. The advantages of implementation the project-based learning model include, for number one, increase student motivation to learn, encourages their ability to do important work, and they need to be appreciated. For the second one is improve the problem solving ability. And for number three, make the student more active and successful in solving complex problems. For number four, increase collaboration. And then encourage the student to develop and practice communication skill. And for number six, improve student skill in managing research. For number seven, provide the student with learning and practice experience in organization project and making allocation of the time and other resources such as equipment to complete the tasks. For number eight, provide the learning experience that involves students in complex manner and are designed to develop according to the real world. And for number nine, involve student learning to retrieve information and demonstrate the knowledge they have, then implement it in the real world. And for the last, create a fun learning atmosphere so that the student and educator enjoy the learning process. Currently, we are in the midst of the development era that requires everyone to master various skill needs in a 21st century. We can improve the capabilities of Indonesian human resource from the world of education. On way they can be implementation is this project-based learning model to apply this learning method in the classroom. The project-based learning method can train students' proactive attitude in solving a problem and improve the critical thinking skills and train students' collaborative attitude with their friends to create the product or service from a problem. Project-based learning also trained us before entering the entering to world of work. This learning model is suitable because we are required to be able to work together and be able to manage time well to solve a problem. So apart from that, this learning model is also more objective than the exam conducted every semester because the project-based learning makes we are like show about our critical thinking and mindset. This learning model opens up our mindset to think critically and creatively. With this, I'm still in my argument that rejecting today's motion with the theme, this house believes that project-based learning must be removed because many students needs about many skill, various skill to this era. That's all for me. Thank you so much.